Welcome back. I am with my mom, Jermaine Brathwaite. My mom was born in Carriacou, and we are talking about the romance of Carriacou in the 1950s, 60s, 70s. Um, and probably earlier, because right now my mom was just having a conversation with me about politics, but we're going to talk a little bit about politics, but we're not going to be politicians. We're just going to talk about a politician. My mom has a remarkable memory. She can remember things from before she was 5 years old. So you're going to tell us a little bit about a special memory you had
Yeah.
before you were 5.
hmm Yeah, I remember my mother was still alive, and I can't remember what my mother's face looked like now. But we were in the yard, and we had a very big skin up tree, and mommy was under the skin up tree looking to see if you have any on it. And then she looked in the road. The road is very narrow in those days,
Mm-hmm.
and we had pine straw was growing on both sides of
Mm-hmm.
the,
Mm-hmm.
the, the yard.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a little entrance to go out to the road. And she looked at it, and I saw this handsome, tall looking, good looking man with a pat in his head and a police walking behind him. And I heard mommy say, "Oh, that is the Gary they say that making all the trouble in Grenada." This young, handsome man, and he had a ball and he was throwing it up in the air and
Mm-hmm.
catching it. They was going up, walking up Brunswick. Apparently, maybe when he wanted to take a walk, he asked, and the police have to walk him. So we saw Mr. Gary, but I wasn't even 5 years old yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I could remember that. We look at this man until he reached up by the cemetery and he is gone. And mommy said, "No, that is the Gary." Yeah, I
So,
could remember, but was a handsome looking young man.
and I know Carriacou is was all the opposition, Gary's opposition, but you remember that good feeling you
Yes,
saw.
and I think they had him like, and it's so not the, because we live next to the old police station, not in the jail cell there. He was in Top Hill, where
Mm-hmm.
they had
The
the
government house.
right.
Right.
That's where he had his house arrest. And
Right.
that's where the police was watching him. So I think they were going up to like from 6th Road,
Mhm.
and maybe they go all the way up and come back.
Around, yeah.
Yeah, and go around and go back up to Top Hill because they didn't come back to Hillsborough. We didn't see them
Right.
again, so maybe the police went the other way with him. But I remember seeing Mr. Gary when I was a very little girl.
So even in walking, he had charisma.
Yeah, oh
Yeah, he
yeah.
was very attractive.
Yeah, very attractive man. This
Mhm,
young,
mhm.
attractive young man. And my mother ran out and looked and she said, "Oh, that is the Gary they said that causing the trouble in Grenada." And yeah, he's good looking man.
Yeah.
Very nicely cladded and mustache, everything looked nice, and his
Mhm.
nice haircut, and he had ball in his hand, and, the tennis ball play trainer. And, and I remember this, he said when he became the prime minister, he said
Mhm.
at one point the police was walking after him, but
Mhm.
now the police is running in front of him. Because they were watching him.
Mhm.
But now they're his guardian
They're
now.
his guardian. No, I
Yes.
think they were always his guardian, whether they were behind or in front.
But at that time
But
he was a
different
prisoner.
role. Yes.
But
But now he's the leader.
right, exactly. I think that's the humor he was trying to bring out.
Yes, definitely. He seemed to have been a very humorous man.
Mhm.
And I like that memory of him, the confidence he had in his step. He didn't seem agitated, or he was in a Carriacou where most people didn't like him.
He was
So
just quite relaxed.
he was quite relaxed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, he
very
was quite
good to
relaxed.
know.
And everybody, I think, on our street was so happy maybe to run out to see him.
Yes, because you would not have seen him. We didn't have television
Exactly.
that time. Right?
And nobody said, well, this man is going to be passing because he's a prisoner.
Right.
Maybe if it was somebody that is, was already on the council, they would have
Yes.
announced that he's, as they usually do, that he's coming to Carriacou.
Okay.
But being as well, nobody knew. But when my mother saw him, she said, "Oh, that is the Gary that is making all this." And I look out, running to mommy, see this good-looking, tall, handsome man. I said, "Wow!" Now, as I grew up, I
Yes.
think of it and I said, "What amazing how my memory works."
Yes, yes.
Couldn't
yes.
remember that.
Remember, we always remember good things.
Yeah.
There are a few people that choose to remember bad things, but it's against human nature to keep putting yourself in that kind of misery to remember bad things. So, and especially as we get older, we tend to romanticize the good things of the past. It gets better and better as wine, So I think it's gonna get better every day. You
Mm-hmm.
relive that
Mm-hmm.
memory.
Yeah, because you know why? Caracol people are like, let me see, rice and chicken. You know, that's the regular dish.
Mm-hmm.
They love their own people. Even
Mm-hmm.
if he had done whatever
But
for
let's say cuckoo
Caracol.
and fish.
But
Cuckoo,
cook and okra.
cuckoo and okra.
Yes.
Right.
It was like cook and okra.
Mm-hmm.
One can do it. Caracol people love their own people.
Mm-hmm.
So even if Gary did whatever, even though he did a lot for Caracol, they still love their own
Their
countryman.
homegrown.
That's the good thing about Caracol people. They love their own people.
Caracol people support each other. We know I've experienced that. I've known that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's one. What I find, they're very community oriented as well.
Mm-hmm.
They give back. Caracol, I think for me, is the ideal example of community stewardship.
As a child growing up in Caracol, I don't know anything about people um grabbing people's children,
Kidnapping, you mean?
kidnapping people's children,
Mm-hmm.
or people abusing people's children in certain ways, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember they will send me up to that time there was a lady called Cow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little girl who you had a bakery, and they will send me up there. So then they remember that they don't have bread for anyone. They'll send me up there to get bread. A shilling bread, those days a shilling bread was 12. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I run up the road with a towel, and you get your bread from Cow. And it will be getting dark, and I will meet my cousin Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And he will say, "What they send you up here this hour for?" Cousin Bunny will watch me to go and get the bread and walk me back home and see that I get it. And other people, that prominent people like we know around town,
Mm-hmm.
or family or friends, will do the same for us as children.
Mm-hmm.
They will watch us until
Watch out. So it's like
Yeah, watch out
a
for
kind
us,
of
yes.
neighborhood watch.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yes, yes.
So I don't. Well, things have changed a lot now, but in my days, people was really caring and loving.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then, Mom. Thank you very much. We will continue the conversation on another day. Have a good day and do enjoy life. Go visit Caracou. Enjoy a sea bath, some coconut
And some yellow
water,
plums.
and some yellow plums. Maybe I don't
Sardines.
think we have groundnuts anymore. I've been there 2019.
It
I
is
haven't
so
seen.
sad. That is one culture they should continue with. Is
Yeah.
planting the groundnut.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the corn too.
Oh
Because
yeah.
without the corn, how are we going to get the cocoa?
We gotta keep the cuckoo. You know what's strange is I did engineering technology in school, and we had to come up with a robot. Our project was to make a robot to do certain things. It had to be with 5 degrees of movement. And one day, I didn't even realize the projects I keep proposing. And one day, one of my friends said to me, she goes, "First of all, are you from a dry place?" I said, "Without no rivers?" I said, "No, why? Grenada is very wet. We have lots of rivers." She says, "Well, there are 2 things we always notice about you. You always talk about projects for corn and projects for water."
Okay.
And I said, I'm not aware of that. And she said,
That's
"No,
when you were in York University?
no, in George Brown College."
Oh, okay.
I said, "I didn't think I was." She says, "Everything you talk about is how to."
It's Caracou in you.
It's
The Caracou in
The
you.
Caracou comes out in me. And then I realized, yeah, I've been proposing a robot to sift corn, a robot to grind corn, a robot to
Yeah, the Caracou in you.
the Caracou in me. Anyways, that's enough for today. We're going to continue another day. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Have a
Oh.
good one. Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.